Hey, what's going on, LR here, and unfortunately, I tried my hardest to get the vintage deck, the Fireball deck going, but sadly, whenever I pull up the list for some reason, it won't load. Like, it'll load, like, the actual list, but it won't load, like, the physical pictures of the cards, which I'm sure you guys would mind, but I prefer to show off the physical pictures of the cards. In case, you know, someone doesn't know what the cards do or whatever, it's easier to pull up instead of just, you know, doing the usual looking it up and whatnot, or hovering over the name and then you read it. I feel like it's just much easier to just pick up the card, and it just feels nicer to me to pick up the card with the arrow and just show you what it does and let you read it up close. Yeah, like I said, for some reason, the physical list will not pop up. The physical pictures of the cards won't show up, but the list will show up. I'm going to just look into that, get it fixed hopefully, but for now, I'm showing an old standard favorite in Modern. It's nothing new. It's 4 colors Saheeli. I really needed to find a backup plan because I'm tired as hell and I would like to go to bed. So I decided to just pick one of the few other tabs I had open, and one of the tabs happened to be 4 colors Saheeli. So here's a Modern 4 colors Saheeli deck. I'm embarrassed showing this deck, to be honest, because I used to play this deck in Standard, and I'm still holding a grudge to this day for that deck getting banned, but I've come to terms with it because now I can play it in Modern, which is pretty cool. But anyways, I think we can go ahead and get started. Let's do this. I'm really disappointed, to be honest with you. I really wanted to get the Fireball deck going, but I guess for now this is gonna have to work. Let's begin. 2 Breeding Pool, 3 Flood Strand, 2 Forests, 2 Islands, 2 Misty Rainforest, a Mountain, 2 Plains, 3 Sacred Foundries, 3 Steam Vents, and 2 Wooded Foothills. A lot of fetches in the deck to obviously, you know, grab your lands and whatnot. Only 1 Mountain because, you know, Blood Moon reasons. How many cards are in the sideboard? Is there 15 cards in the sideboard? There is. It doesn't look like it. I'm sorry. For 1 drops, got Birds of Paradise, Lightning Bolt, Noble Hierarch, Oath of Nissa, Opt, 2 Path, and 4 Serums. My reasoning behind only running 2 paths, I only have 2 paths on me, so I was gonna run like 3 copies of Path, but I only have 2 copies on me, because my other copies are gonna be put into Esper Transcendent, which I probably should put one of these copies in Esper Transcendent. I really want to finish that deck, but whatever. So I got 2 copies of Path in here. They're both proxies anyway, so like it really matters. And obviously Oath of Nissa, Noble Hierarch, and Birds for mana, and obviously Oath of Nissa can help me cast Saheeli better. Now I probably know you're probably screaming at the screen right now saying, "Where's Chandra Torch of Defiance?" Because she could probably easily fit in the deck, and I agree. I actually really wanted to fit Chandra Torch of Defiance into this deck. Here's my reasoning behind it, though. I live by a strict rule. If I ever proxy a Chandra, that I will stab myself and kill myself. With the exception of, like, 1 time a long time ago, that was before I became the Chandra fanboy I am now, so I don't count that. And one time a friend of mine proxied up 4 copies of Chandra Torch Defiance. I'm like, "Can I see those?" And I told him, like, "Rip these now." Because I was heated. I'm a Chandra fanboy. I'm sorry. I hate to admit it. But yeah, I was trying to fit her in the deck, but I only have 1 copy of the card. And it's currently in my Bloodbraid Jund sideboard right now as we speak. If that deck ends up getting dismantled from another deck, then I'm going to play in Legacy, which I will not announce because that deck's actually supposed to be a surprise for a friend. Sorry, but anyways, 2 drops. I'm getting way off topic. 1 copy of Lotus Cobra. I actually got a legit. I was going to proxy one up the other day. Or actually tomorrow I was going to proxy it up, I should say. Not the other day. When the hell was the other day? It was like 2 weeks ago. But anyways, then I got a legit Lotus Cobra for Iconic Masters. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, I got one for Christmas, what am I doing? So now I have a Lotus Cobra, legit, and it's in the deck right now as we speak. 2 mana leaks, 2 negates. I actually still gotta find these negates. Cause I wanna. Excuse me. I'm tired as hell. I know I have 2 negates lying around, and I want to proxy up 2 negates. Like I said, I know I have negates around here somewhere. 4 copies of Saheeli. I regret selling my copy of Saheeli. Actually, no, I don't, because I got Liliana, the last hope out of it. So, no, I don't regret it. I don't know why I keep saying that. 3 Spell Queller, 1 Cryptic Command, and 3 Felidar. A lot of decks run 4 Felidar, but my reasoning behind running 3, because I wanted to run the 3rd Spell Queller for more counter magic, because the deck can go from, you know, Felidar Saheeli combo to a mid-range beatdown control deck easily. With, well, not easily, but like, you know, with like Spell Queller and, you know, with the sideboard, Tireless Tracker, Piankir and Alar, Gideon. You know, I can easily turn my deck to a mid-range beatdown control deck kind of thing with Saheeli, where I just slowly burn you out with Saheeli and then, you know, keep hitting you down with Spell Queller and Tireless Tracker and Gideon and Piankir and Alar and all that stuff. So that's another reasoning behind running 3 instead of 4 copies. For the sideboard, you get 2 Anger for the Gods, 1 Blessed Alliance. Blessed Alliance is actually a really, really, really good card. I have a couple legit ones that I can only find one, and it's this kind of crappy looking copy. Or no, never mind. This isn't the crappy looking copy. Yeah, I have 1 Blessed Alliance, 2 Gideon Ally of Zendikar. Gideon is just a really, really, really good card from in his days in Standard, obviously. You know, he was really, really good. Like, so good that he crippled a deck when he rotated out. You know what deck I'm talking about. But in Modern, he's still really powerful. You know, a couple decks play him still. Like, I see a couple Abzan lists floating around. Some, you know, White X, you know, kind of aggro decks, you know, like blue-white control. I see Gideon flying around all the time, so, you know, Gideon's still, you know, a legitimate card. You know, he's still, I don't know, what's that word I'm looking for? Not playable, you know, he's still relevant, that's the word I'm looking for. He's still relevant, you know, in Magic, so Gideon's still really good. I mean, I think he's still like $10. So, you know, obviously he's still really good. 1 Grafdigger's Cage to beat graveyard strategies like Dredge, which I don't see too much, but I know someone that does play like Dredge and stuff like that. And also to beat, you know, like Snapcaster Mage and stuff like that. 2 Leylines. Burn and Storm are this deck's enemy, obviously, so Leyline to beat those. Nature's Claim to beat artifacts and enchantments out. Usually I wouldn't put Nature's Claim in if I want to like board in stuff to make it like a more of a mid-range beatdown control deck. If I was to put in Nature's Claim, it'd be again something like Affinity or something like that, where I know I would need to combo off quickly. And their life total won't matter, because like your life total doesn't matter if I still have the combo in the deck. Because like you can have the 4 life all you want, you're gonna lose that 4 life after I throw my Felidar Guardian down the field. And Nature's Claim in a way also kind of forces stuff like Walking Ballista. Like if your opponent has like Ballista on the field or something like that, they can't just go ahead and, you know, shoot your Saheeli right away. They're gonna have to fight to shoot my Saheeli, because now I'm gonna go, okay, Nature's Claim. Now I'm gonna force you to shoot my Saheeli, or you can just go ahead and gain 4 life. Either way, you're gonna lose your Walking Ballista. You know, so it's stuff like that. Piankir and Alar, again, for mid-range beatdown kind of stuff. And of course, if I need something like for creatures like for Death Shadow or something like that, like I was originally gonna put in Lingering Souls in the deck. But I figured Piankir and Alar might be a better substitute for now. And plus I have this promo Piankir and Alar that it's been sitting here doing nothing, so figured I'd give that some use. And it's also like a backup win condition in the sideboard. Swan Song, instead of running Dispel, because like the 2/2 flyer isn't really that relevant, because I could just, you know, okay, Queller, or just go ahead and bolt it. Like, okay, here, have a 2/2, EOT, bolt it. And, you know, like, I basically just get it's basically Dispel, but on also sorceries and enchantments. Like, it's actually just so much better. And like I said, you know, I have Bolt to back it up. And of course, I have Spell Queller, which is a 2/3 as opposed to a 2/2 flyer, so I basically can keep that 2/2 flyer in check the entire time anyways. So the Swan token really isn't that relevant. And of course, Tyler's Tracker, card draw, and Tyler's Tracker actually gets really big once you start popping clues. Like, Tyler's Tracker just first hits the battlefield, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you got a 3/2, bud. And that 3/2 can turn into, like, Torrential Gearhulk, or not Torrential Gearhulk, what's the green Gearhulk, like, what's the green Gearhulk called? I almost typed in green Gearhulk, I'm stupid. You know it's, like 12 o'clock at night and I'm tired as hell. Okay, it's 1 o'clock at night, or 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever you want to call it. I say 1 o'clock at night, you say 1 o'clock in the morning, I say potato, you say potato, I say tomato, you say tomato, get over it. Virtuous Gearhulk, that's what I was thinking of. Tyler's Tracker can turn into Virtuous Gearhulk real fast. And if you don't have an answer to Tyler's Tracker early, Tyler's Tracker can actually win the game on its own, I've seen. And from personal experience, Tyler's Tracker could easily win the game on its own. So it's another really good card in the sideboard. And of course, like I said, it's good for mid-range beatdown. In the event I have to go to mid-range beatdown mode. But yeah, that's the deck. I was also going to originally run Snapcaster Mage, but like, I have this weird thing where I like to have a lot of 2-drops in my deck, and I like to balance out my 2-drops and my 3-drops and my 4-drops and stuff like that. Because a lot of my decks that I build tend to be, like, very 1-drop heavy. I mean, this deck's really 1-drop heavy. As for Transcendence, kind of 1-drop heavy. Now, I've changed that deck up a little bit. Like, I tried to balance it out, and I was going to run, like, Snapcaster Mage. But I don't see too much of use for Snapcaster Mage in this deck, except like Snap Bolt, Snap Path, Snap Serum. But I don't know, let me know in the comments, should I run Snapcaster Mage, and if so, what would I replace? What deck do you want to see next? I'm going to try to get the Fireball deck to work, and then after that, what do you want to see next, I should say. Because that I'm definitely doing next, hopefully. So whatever deck you want me to show off, I'll try to show it off. Formats that I am doing on this channel going forward are Modern, Legacy, Vintage. I'm going to try to open myself up to Pauper. I actually have a Pauper deck right now as we speak. Sort of. It's like a green red aggro kind of weird deck. It's kind of cool, but kind of gross right now because the deck's not finished. I'm going to hold off on Commander. I'm going to hold off on, actually, I'm not going to hold off on Standard. I'm not doing Standard anymore. Screw Standard. I'm down $200 because of the bannings. Thanks a lot, Wizards. I have a really bad love-hate relationship with Magic, and I almost quit Magic because of the bannings. I'm not even a joke. Like, I was telling my best friend, like, I might quit Magic because of these bannings, dude. I mean, obviously I did, not making this video right now. Man, so holding off Commander, no more Standard, so it's Modern, Legacy, Vintage, Pauper. Me and some friends of mine, we used to come up with some weird, wacky formats. Like, obviously you have, like, No Banless Modern, which has been around for a while anyway, so, like, we didn't make that up. But if you want to see some sort of, like, weird, wacky, casual format, like, we didn't really have a name for this format, me and some friends a while back, but it was Legacy, but instead of having the ban list, it was like the ban list was restricted instead of banned, so it was the restricted list with every banned card, but it was restricted. So it was, I guess you can call it like no ban list restricted Legacy or something like that. I don't know what the hell you want to call it. You go ahead and try to name that format down in the comments. And if I like your name for that format down in the comments, that'll be the name for it for the rest of the channel's existence. Yeah, if you just want to see some sort of like weird, wacky, casual format, put it down in the comments. I'll try to think of one weird, wacky format that I've done in the past. No Banless Modern Plane Chase, that's kind of cool. I actually kind of enjoyed that. my deck was kind of a D move. It was Crick's hand control and modern. It was before the pro banning, and yeah, the deck was really good. I forgot what banned cards I played in the deck, but anyways, so yeah, just go ahead and pick a format down in the comments. If you like this video, like the video, subscribe, bell notifications if you wanna hear about me ranting more or see some more awesome cool decks. I know you probably hate me for multiple reasons, being, you know, I haven't uploaded in a while, the fact that I can't do the vintage deck tech, the fact that I'm showing off a 4-color Saheeli deck. I'm probably giving most of you guys flashbacks right now, good or bad, with the 4-color Saheeli deck, and I'm truly sorry, sort of sorry for giving you those flashbacks, excuse me. Anyways, guys, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I gotta see if I can go to my LGS tomorrow and get rid of some of my cards from Standard and hopefully proxy up this 4-color Saheeli list, because I'm actually planning on playing it later in the future. Anyways, guys, peace out. Chandra's life, all that fun stuff, and yeah, peace.